campus. Let's chat about it because I have thoughts. Just like, this is making me hot, like butterflies in my ovaries. Hi, I'm Georgia. Welcome back. I just watched Off Campus and then had to find a reason to be able to just instantly rewatch it. And that was to make notes so I could come on here and talk to you guys about a video on my thoughts on Off Campus. That's my excuse. So this is me just allowing myself to watch it again. I am going to be discussing the books versus series, and that will mean that there are spoilers potentially for other seasons of Off Campus. I don't know though, because who knows what they're going to do and what they're going to remove. Obviously, therefore, we're going to get into the differences between the books and the TV shows, and I just get confused sometimes. I'm like, why have we changed that? Or why have we done that? Sometimes I understand and sometimes I don't, and a lot of the decisions in this I didn't quite fully gel with. But on the whole, I really liked this. Obviously, I looked for an excuse to rewatch it. So yeah, I think it's safe to say I did like it. I didn't love it. I think I love the books. And that's expected. Like, it's very rare that I will watch a TV show or a film and say it's better than the books because I'm a reader. So the bar is very high. So if you're looking for someone to hate on the show, that's not going to be me. But yes, I'm of course going to go through like casting, decisions of what they changed and how I feel about it and just overall thoughts. But I'm not going to sit here and hate on the show because although some things confuse me, I don't particularly love everything. I did really like it. So that's just my opinion. But please drop in as we go your comments and opinions about things, and we can have a little chat about it all in the comments because I want people to talk to about this because none of my friends watching it. So I'm coming to you guys. Please give me what I need. I need a little girly discussion about Off Campus because I love it when books become TV shows and then we can like all nerd out about it. So casting. I watched the trailer and I wasn't sure about this cast. I'm really gonna level, but I will preface, if you're new here, I don't have an imagination, and so I can't picture anything. I can't picture characters. I can't picture even settings, scenes. I literally couldn't imagine even the outline of an apple if you asked me to. So the way that I typically therefore, and it'd be interesting to know actually if there's any other people who are a non-imagination person, whatever the proper word is out there, how you deal with it. But I will read all the descriptions and take it in at the time. But by the end of the book, my brain has disregarded that information because it's not anything my brain can do anything with. So as I go through, I then gradually begin to forget and start to just, I don't know, vibe with the characters. Like I just feel the characters. And then by the end of it, if you then asked me what they looked like, I'd be like, do you know what? I feel like blonde. Like for me, Garrett Graham just was blonde, like a dark blonde. And I don't know why. It was just a feeling that I gradually got from his character. I don't know. So I don't have like images of what I think they would be. I just vibe with them and then it's never right. It's always off. So I don't put too much on casting typically. The Boys of Tommen's obviously an outlier because I've seen so much like fan art and I feel like that was one casting that really did stick in my mind because it worked so well with them all. So yeah, of course I crashed out about that when that happened. But I've seen the Instagram since and there's hair dye, there's contacts, and also if Off Campus has taught us anything, it is like don't judge the characters by the way they look because when it all comes together, it works. Do I think the Off Campus casting was 100%? No. I probably have 4 characters I'm not as pleased with 100%, but Dean and Allie, oh my god, like could not have been better cast. Like the vibes, the chemistry, the looks of them, like when you look at the Dean De Laurentiis in the show objectively and you don't know anything about him, at the start I was like, yeah, like perfect, but don't fancy him, like don't have any, you know, pull towards him. By the end, I'm literally drooling. Like the acting on that man, the chemistry between them both, I was just like, this is making me hot. Like the J-Lo scene, this is making me hot. This is making me like heat up physically. Yeah, stunning. So I feel when you have a casting done that right, like that much chemistry, that just perfection, it sets the bar for the rest that's quite hard to then you know, Garrett and Hannah, do I feel the same about them? No. I think the casting was 90 to 95% right on Garrett, personally. Obviously, not really sticking to book descriptions, so you'll have to let me know in the comments how you actually feel, if you can, like, based on the descriptions and stuff. But I feel it wasn't the actor's fault that he wasn't like 100%. I think it was the way the script was written. Because, like, the off-campus law, we need to get into that later. Like, I am not going to digress, but if you know, you know. Like, I feel there was limitations because they pulled it all back. And yeah, we'll get into it, because I feel with Garrett's character, it's the script, and therefore, to understand why I'm not as pleased, we need to talk about the actual way it played out. So we'll pause Garrett's, but know that when I'm discussing that, that is why I'm not 100% on how the character felt, but it's not the actor's fault. Felt. God. You can tell that it was like the bank holiday weekend and I've been out for 2 days. I don't drink, but I've just been out and I'm exhausted. I'm like hanging on to my coffee for dear life. Save me. Hannah. I don't know. I'm like 70% on Hannah, and I don't know why. I just felt, and no hate, because on the whole, I enjoyed the series, so she did a good job, but I felt, I don't know, the acting just felt a bit fake, a bit overly fake at times. I'm trying to pinpoint, but I also, again, think this is tied to me being cringed out by something the script made the actor do throughout it. So we'll move on into that. The only other two is Jules's character. I just didn't feel fit as well, and I've also seen a lot of that online. I don't really know where we're going with that. But Logan, no. I don't think that actor was right, personally, for the role. I'm not gelling with that, and I don't know if that's just a me thing. Please let me know, because I feel really mean, but every time I've seen him, I was like, no, I don't necessarily want your story, like, of that. And I loved the story in the books, but the character is just getting made to be unbearable. Like, I understand he likes Hannah. I understand that part of the plot. Like, I get there's that annoying, like, lingering, but I don't know. I don't like the way the character's being acted, and I don't know, again, descriptions, but I did not picture anything like the way that actor looks in the series, like, actually as the character for Logan. Like, I don't gel with that. It's actually annoying me when he's on the screen, because obviously we're going through this annoying bit with him, but I'm like, don't make him so annoying and unlikable that when it's his story, like, I don't feel interested, because as a reader that's read his book and loved his story, because I loved every single one, I don't want to not dislike him, but find him so annoying that then when it's his turn, I'm not into it. And I feel like they've already done quite a bit of damage for me in that way of just, like, making him so annoying that, like, and also I just don't think the casting, that's right. If you had to tell me which cast member would I change, it would be Logan. And I don't know who for, because, again, descriptions, but I am just not gelling with the way that character's been acted and who they've cast for it, unfortunately. No hate to the actors, but yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you think on that. And if you agree, who would you cast based on the description of the book? Because I need to see that, basically. And again, I want to have a full chat about it. So getting on to what I clearly tried to discuss during the casting bit, like, the decisions. I'm going to preface with, like, when... oh my God. I'm going to preface with, when you read something, so, like, when I read the deal, I didn't get the ick. When I watched the show, there was points in that I got such bad secondhand embarrassment for the character, or, like, was icked out. I was like, but it's in the book. Hannah's singing, like, the actress can sing, not about her at all. And this is why I was saying that it then bleeds into how much I liked Hannah's character, of, like, every time I just, you know, and she's saying to Justin, I'm not a singer. And then, like, the end scene at the show, she's like, bully. I just, no. No. I don't like stuff like that. And when like Garrett was getting the videos up, and I know it's in the book, like don't say, well, you clearly haven't read the books. I have read the books, but it didn't ick me out in the books because you can kind of just detach yourself from it. You can just be like, yeah, cute, moving on swiftly. When it's watching, it's in front of my face. I find it so confronting. I was like, oh my God, please stop. Like, we get it. Just do one quick song and then just, that's it. And again, why was Justin a musician? Like, so I just was like, you're not doing anything for me as a musician. Like, this is a sports romance show. Like, go and play football, which I'm pretty sure is what he did in the books, but please correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while. And I have the memory of a fish with books for some reason. So that annoyed me. Like, I'm like, no, she has beef with the music guy, and that's not Justin. That's not him. The off-campus, I know this has angered a lot of people, including myself. Why? Like, when she, like, stormed into that locker room, I was like, yes, here we go, here we go. And then she's like, they're all, like, hands off, whatever. And he's like, I didn't do that. What are you on about? I was like, no. I just felt like the hope seeping out of me. I was like, no, you did do it, Garrett. Like, do you want me to go and get a book and show you the lines that you did enforce a campus-wide hands-off law? That is the point of it even being included in the TV show. So why are we denying it? Why are you not responsible for that? Why are we watering it down? That is probably a headline. I promise I did like the show, by the way. Like, I've said I like Dean and Allie so far. Why is he watering it down? Like, and they did the same with Sean. I was going to say poor Sean then, but I mean, like, the character. Like, they they dialed his character down. Like, they watered Sean down so much. Like, and I understand maybe they didn't want the sort of nasty words to be said, but that's the character, which then leads to the key scene of Get Dean. And everyone's like, Dean De Laurentiis? That's a key plot point. And the end scene was incredible. Like, that bar brawl. Oh my God. Yeah. I had butterflies in my ovaries. I was like,
oh.
Like, the timing of that conversation, Dean's heart breaking. Like, he was feeling it crack. He was like, and then for her to be like, oh no, and then him turn around and be like, him? And it'd be Hunter Davenport. I'm like, cinematic. When they got it right, they actually got some stuff so right that it was insane. But everyone, it seems, I mean, it hasn't been 100%, but obviously, like, Beau twigged. Well, he said he'd known the whole time, but, like, Beau officially found out. Everyone's staring at them in the bar. Why else is Dean going to be kicking off? I feel like in season 2, when we obviously, hopefully, pick up that cinematic masterpiece, everyone's going to twig that they're a thing. And that's not how it has to happen. Like, and this is a must. Like, if I am going to love their story the way it's done, I think 90% of us would be saying, you have to have the Get Dean scene. Like, that is, and everyone's like, what? Like, that is a fundamental pillar of their story because it was done so well in the books. Like, why are we messing with that? I've seen things saying, you know, people commenting saying that they've heard, so it's like second or third hand information, probably unreliable, that it's going to be reversed. And when everything happens with Beau, he's going to be like, get Allie. But I don't feel like that would hit as hard because it's like Dean, you know, it's like Dean De Laurentiis. Like, I don't know. And also, like, well, I'm like, it seems like everyone's already found that out. Unless when they go through season 2, obviously in detail, because they confirmed that they'd, like, jump into Dean and Allie's season first, that kind of how they did it in season 1, where, like, you get highlights of what led to certain moments, like, highlights, but then we go through it in detail and, like, maybe Hannah and Garrett already know, but it's like the mass is finding out. I don't know. I didn't get the vibe that Hannah knew, though, in that end scene. So I don't know what they're going to do with that, but I'm scared they're going to mess that up. And yeah, like, I feel like if you was a TV show person, you would kind of have a bit of sympathy for Sean. Like, they kind of, by watering him down so much, he just kind of made Allie look a bit bad. could never hate Allie, but like it made Allie look a bit bad because it was kind of making her, you know, just look like she moved on really quickly, and he was like the loveliest person ever and like couldn't say boo to a goose, when really that man is nasty. And that's why you need to get Dean, because Dean's the, you know, but clearly the producers didn't know because they didn't include that. So interesting that they've gone to the score, isn't it, over the mistake. Like, what are people's thoughts about that? I'm really intrigued. Is it because they knew of the chemistry and the way that it was all going to plan out that they decided to put Dean and Allie so closely into it, and therefore they wanted their season because they just knew we'd go wild for them? Or is it because it was an easier segue because obviously Hannah is really good friends with Allie, so they thought for a TV show it's the easiest segue? I don't know. Completely not mad about the decision, like so for it. I actually loved the overlap because you kind of are drooling. Like, I'm thirsty for Dean and Allie's season because we got some highlights, we got some key bits, we have the context, and we're going in already with everyone loving it so much. Could they have like really just done a whole season of Hannah and Garrett and like made Dean this uber player so that when it came to their season the tension and like everything was so high? Yeah, but I feel that Dean and Allie's, I don't even want to say story because genuinely in the books, no, but the way that their story is being portrayed is a lot stronger on the screen and their chemistry is a lot better. So I think that may have played into it. I don't know. It's all very interesting, but if people have thoughts or actually know why, then let me know. I really enjoyed Dean and Allie's chemistry. I'll say it again, positive. I love to hate how much Beau is in it. Like, it's actually nice to see him so much because I'm like, oh, there he is. But then it's like I get hit by a truck and I'm like, oh, they are very clever. They know what they're doing. Like, they're like writing him in so much, but still subtly enough. If you haven't read the books, you don't know what they're doing. And like, they're like showing so many bromance highlights for him and Dean. I'm like, I know it's coming and this is going to hurt. Like, this is going to actually sting. This is not going to be a pleasant thing. And like, what's making me laugh is, and I put a TikTok up actually today of it saying you can quickly separate a book Girlie from a TV show Girlie, because I've seen so many people like, why is everyone sleeping on Beau? Like, Beau's the best looking there. Like, Beau, like, can't wait for his story. Please, no. Please rewrite it. We're rewriting so much. We're doing pointless things. Please think of something else for Dean to spiral. Like, you've got time. You've got time. Don't rush. Take your time. Just leave our Beau alone. Like, I find it so interesting Elle Kennedy wrote that into the series. Like, I understand why, obviously, for Dean's spiral, but I wonder why that was such an evil decision. Especially in a sports romance, like, I would never think something so dark would happen. So I was pretty shocked in the books, but I feel like the TV show is making your connection to the character a lot more strong. Like, even as someone that is like trying to hold back, like, I can't let myself feel that way about him, but I'm struggling to not at the same time. I've just gone so off track, by the way. I actually had genuine notes that I wanted to like say. I liked the music covers, so not all of them, obviously we've got into like the Hannah stuff, and like, but I felt the music that they did use fit the show very well, and I liked the opening scene when Justin is doing, I can't remember what it is a cover of, that's really going to annoy me. What is the cover of that he sings at the start? I can't even think of it now, but I noted down like I liked his, when they're in the bar in that opening scene and it was like jammy and I was like loving that. So whatever that song name is, drop it in the comments because that's going to annoy me for the foreseeable. But that was done very well. I loved the Allie and Dean montages. I just loved Allie and Dean, like, just give me more. Like, I was, like, spoiled, like, the last couple of episodes where we got so much of them. I was like, oh, my God. Oh, yeah, interesting that they completely changed how she ended up there. Like, she hadn't broke up with Sean and was, like, look after her, and Hannah and Garrett had gone off away for the weekend or whatever. Like, they chose to do it differently, and I don't really know why. Again, with the Sean thing, don't really know why. I kind of liked... And obviously they did that little bit where Allie and Dean were set out with, you know, That's obviously in the book, but like I feel like it was done better in the book because it had like a deeper thing and it was more playful in like the whole conversation because she wasn't with him and he was like, oh, I really enjoyed that in the book, like their first interactions in that house and how he then did come to help her, and obviously he was helping her, but and this is an overall point, I do feel like, again, I really did like the show. Why? I honestly thought I was going to sit and praise it till the end of time, but at the same time I think when you're so passionate you just do have thoughts, and like I'm just interested why they did things so differently because I loved it so, like I love the book so much and I liked the show so much that I'm just so intrigued by it all. Maybe they need to make me creative director of the show and then maybe it would just be literally the books. But I've literally forgot what I was about to say now. I got too impassioned. Oh, this is a general point about the show that I feel they pulled a lot of depth out of it, and I think this is the key reason. If you had to ask me what is the key reason that I didn't love the show, it is this. They pulled the depth out of that by letting that organically happen, like that, the way the book does it, of the build-up of like her staying there and him like flirting with her and her being like no, and then like she gives him her phone and he's like don't let me call him, and it's like he kind of supports her in that way even though he is this player guy. Like it's so stunningly done. And the same with Hannah and Garrett. Like I was very, if there's one key disappointment, it was that they did that one scene where she finally, you know, and then I'm like, okay, like this is the strong pillar. Like I love that they're showing this on TV, and like because it's a bit taboo still, I feel, for TV shows. So I love that they did that. So I'm then waiting for the progress, like to see their gradual progression of her like getting her confidence and finding herself back after this terrible things happened to her, and finding her confidence and like trusting men again. And you know, I'm waiting for all the stages before she then goes off to go to Justin, and then he's like don't go or whatever, or like he's funny about it, and then we just go to the Justin bit. Like they didn't do any of the actual depth and build up to see, like if you ask me what one of the key things with Hannah and Garrett is, it is the vulnerability, the trust, and like the development of friends helping each other with a problem, her having the confidence to ask for help of this issue with him, and then the gradual building of their relationship through that, like her working through her issues and gradually getting comfortable with a man again, but it was because she was getting comfortable with him and like falling for him, and then, you know, and then it comes to a head with the Justin thing where he like doesn't like that she's gone or whatever, or that she's gonna go. I think Justin asked her out, doesn't he, and she doesn't tell Garrett, and then he's like fuming. This did sexualize it a little bit because it was like the first time, and then it was like a montage of like loads of scenes. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what I can say and what I can't say on this app, so and I'm like, that's not the point. Like she didn't just do that and jump into bed with him. And also like that's not what you would do. Just because she can do that, she's said it plenty of times, it's not the problem herself. And yes, it's a big thing to do it in front of someone else, but like that doesn't mean she's cured of all like the issues she's. That was the one thing. It pulled the depth from it, and I don't know if it was because they were afraid to explore it too much because it is this to be. I don't know. I kind of would want an answer for that because that's kind of the point of the book. That's part of the deal. So, yeah. I mean, look, though, I need to come back to positivity because I did actually really enjoy it. I'm just going to throw my notes because they're all like nitpicks. It's bingeable, and I love when book series or films to books come out and they're not better than the books. Do we want them to be? Like, part of me thinks, do I want them to be better than the books? Because I read for that. The film's good, but the book's better. Like, that's, come on, that's part of our personality as readers. Like, we want the books to be better. We're like, superiority complex. Well, the books are better. Have you read the books? So I don't necessarily even want them to be better. Is it bingeable? Is it a fun time? Is it the epitome of sport romance? Yeah, and I just think those fun things were done so well. I walked away from it just like, I had such a fun time. But for me, the highlight was just Dean and Allie and that end scene. Like, the way it was so worked up to in that final episode, like, gradually getting worse. Like, there was just so much going on the whole time in that scene, to be honest. I was just like, this is phenomenal. And, like, the gradual build-up, like, the photo booth, the conversation. And someone actually commented, which I didn't twig, because I just don't pay attention as closely as I should. Before Allie went with Hunter, like, went, she got a call from Dean, and Dean was calling her to be like, this is stupid or whatever. And she didn't answer it because she told him to call her when he completed the assignment. And then she went and completed the assignment because she thought she was getting the call and she couldn't answer it. Whereas then when I watched it, I thought, like, why is she ignoring him? Like, no, like, speak to him. But she thought he was completing the assignment and he wasn't. So that's why she did it. Because I was like, this isn't Allie. Like, why is Allie doing this? But that makes sense. And then she's like, please tell me you did it, because she did it because she thought he did it. And yeah, cinematic. And listen, I've heard they started filming season 2, which I love that. Get straight back in there. Absolutely. But boys, next year, apparently. I mean, I didn't expect them to be able to film it all, edit it all, and get it to us, but, like, I need Dean and Allie season now. The audacity to create an ending and, like, segue into their season that well, and to not have the season ready to give me is, yeah. I'm just having the best time watching people crash out over TikTok and also doing the same. So if you fancy following that journey on TikTok, come and join me. Come and follow me. But yeah, I guess those are my thoughts. I just had to splurge them out there as if I'm actually talking to a friend, because none of my friends watch this sort of thing. They don't get it. They don't get it. So please drop your comments and we'll have like a nice little girly chat about it, because this is the whole point that I do this for. Like, this is the whole reason I do videos like this, specifically when I don't have anyone to talk to about it. I have thoughts. I need to crash out. I loved it. Well, I liked it. I love the books. Like, I love this series. This is just chef's kiss. And I mean, maybe we'll vlog my Briar U journey then. Obviously, I can't vlog the chase, but that has been caught on my holiday vlog that's just gone up. So if you haven't watched that, go and watch that. But maybe I do a Briar U vlog. That would be fun. I would say I'll go and reread Off Campus, but the deal's on Kindle Unlimited, but all the others, no. And that is such an annoying thing when a book series you love and was on Kindle Unlimited as a loyal Kindle Unlimited stan. And then now it's become big, they take them all off and you have to pay, and I'm like, no. I actually just need to buy the books at some point, but I've bought so many books the past 6 weeks, which is actually why I'm going to reorganise my bookshelf with me, because I've got so many new books now. I've actually managed to get a physical TBR, because I've had to gradually build this up since we've moved into the house, and now I've got an actual physical TBR as well, and I've bought like a really cute organiser for it. So the next video that I'm going to do is a reorganise, and then I'm going to do a bookshelf tour and a TBR like box thing tour. So make sure you subscribe for them, because I am going to perhaps film them today or this week. And yeah, and then obviously it's June TBR time, May reading wrap up time, so there's a lot to come. But yeah, thanks for watching, and make sure you comment. This is a key one to comment on, because I want the girly chat. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, yes, but comment. I need my girl chat. So I'm gonna go and finish this now in peace. Now I've calmed down, but thanks for watching. Bye.